Can you tell my wife I love her? It isn't often that Rabbi Jason Weiner, hospital chaplain and director of spiritual care at Cedars-Sinai in Los Angeles, gets a request like that. It came from an elderly man whose wife had been hospitalized. He couldn't visit her because of strict guidelines in place to curb the spread of the coronavirus. The man told the rabbi it was the first time in 65 years that they hadn't slept in the same room, on the same bed. "Do you know what that's like?" he asked. "That was powerful and deeply moving," Weiner said. "I gave his wife the message and she acknowledged it with a nod." In these dire times, as the coronavirus pandemic rips through Southern California and cases continue to surge, chaplains like Weiner are serving as bridges between patients and family members, who are unable to physically be with their loved ones. Chaplains in some Southern California hospitals have taken on additional duties during the pandemic. They are delivering messages, fulfilling requests and taking on responsibilities beyond the scope of their typical roles. When stay-at-home orders were first imposed and people began to panic buy, Jeff Hetschel, lead chaplain at Hoag Hospital Irvine, drove a refrigerated van for hours every day delivering food and supplies to staff members who couldn't get to the stores before the shelves emptied out. He also ran a makeshift store out of a friend's garage in Irvine where hospital staff could pick up necessities. "I never envisioned I would do something like that," said Hetschel, who has served as a chaplain in Orange County for about 16 years. "For 1 month, that was my job. This pandemic has taught me that in dire times like these, it's no longer enough to talk just from a religious perspective. We need to focus on people's needs. I saw adults cry when they could get a 12-pack of toilet paper." Hetschel said technology has played a vital role in filling the void of physical isolation brought on by the pandemic. Hoag provided iPads for 2 sisters who were in different parts of the hospital so one could say her goodbyes to the other, who was dying. Hetschel has prayed palm to palm with patients and family members with a glass barrier between them. "My goal is to help remove that feeling of isolation through conversation," he said. "I encourage people to sit by the window, open the drapes, or make a great cup of coffee. Do whatever brings you peace." At Cedars-Sinai, Rabbi Weiner said he put up a sign back in April that said, "Happy Passover," in English and Hebrew for the benefit of a patient who sincerely observed Passover every year. This year, he was in the intensive care unit. Because Passover meant so much to him, his wife suggested we put up the sign on the ICU's glass windows, he said. He saw the sign and gave a nod. Weiner said he put up Passover and Easter signs for other patients as well, and it became a show of support for the families.